What's good, y'all? Welcome back. Round six is approaching us, but as always, we have to go over round five. Let's go over the quick games right quick. Hope you guys are doing good and amazing. Just touching on the quick AFL games from this past weekend. Geelong beat Adelaide. Adelaide, very good offensive team, but defensively they kind of not good. Not a very good defensive team. They have to fix that up, but they are going to score with the best in. But you can't score 100 points and still lose. Looking like the Cincinnati Bengals from last year, NFL. Collingwood being Sydney. Sydney, I know I've had some injuries, but very disappointing from Sydney so far. Collingwood with that veteran presence, seeming they are starting to get going. North Melbourne, lose by 52 against Gold Coast. I mean, I don't know what else you can say about North Melbourne, to be honest, bro. I mean, it's anyway, Carlton beat West Coast by 71. West Coast again, kind of similar to North Melbourne. I mean, what else can you say about them? Good win by Carlton. Western Bulldogs losing against Brisbane. Brisbane won by 21. Only thing I would say about us is that a lot of our wins this season, and even go back to like last season, like the last few games of last season, like in the finals, we've had to come back and win. The comeback kids. And listen, do I care? No. Because guess what? A win is still a win. I'm all happy for that. And I'm going to continue to take on these wins. But, you would like to, dominate team from the start. But that's the way it's going to be, man. People can have their doubts, their concerns about us, which are very, very valid. But listen, still undefeated. Melbourne losing against Essendon. Melbourne of 0-5 now. Max gone, Pickett. I mean, absolutely dog crap. Freo being Richmond by 61, dominate them. Richmond, like I said, similar to North Melbourne, just crap. GWS being St Kilda by 28, very good win by GWS. And also the big game, Port Adelaide being Hawthorn. Port Adelaide in the job done against probably one of the best teams in the AFL. Hawthorn, who lost finally. And listen, I know it's kind of like a close game. Port Adelaide kind of dominated them from like the start, but shut Port Adelaide, man, getting it done. That's their matchups from last round. Let's hop into the fixture list for round six. Let's check out the ladder. So just going over the ladder, like I said, Brisbane are first. Gold Coast have moved up to second with a 4-0 start as well. Two undefeated teams left. Shout out to Gold Coast. Now, saying again, Damien Hardwick, what he's doing with that team. Have my concerns about Gold Coast. I've always felt they're a tad bit mid, but very, very good win for them. And listen, man, keep it up. Keep it up. GWS on third. Collingwood on fourth. Hawthorn, that one loss moving down to fifth. And that's just based off by percentage, which is crazy. Geelong are in sixth. Adelaide dropping down to seventh. And Free are in eighth. And it's still interesting to see like Carlton starting to move up a tad bit, finally get their first win. North Melbourne, Richmond, Melbourne, and West Coast, just dog crap. Done talking about them. And let's hop into the round six fixture list. So for round six, Thursday, April 17th, Brisbane against Collingwood. Probably one Brisbane's bigger games of the season. Collingwood starting to get going. Now, what I'll say about Brisbane, you can't, these comeback performances, you can't always be doing. At some point, we want to dominate from the start. It's gonna be a hard game though, but I do feel like Brisbane will do it. Collingwood are gonna give it. Collingwood are gonna give it. We just gotta be ready for it. But Collingwood are gonna give it. I got Brisbane winning that Thursday, so tomorrow at 5:30 a.m. We should be live for that. We should be live for that game. North Melbourne against Carlton. I got Carlton. I'm not gonna touch down that too much. West Coast against Essendon. I got the Bombers being West Coast again. West Coast, I just don't know with them. Melbourne against Free. At some point, Melbourne have to win. At some point, you have to win. I got Melbourne being Free. My big upset of the round. Got Melbourne being at some point, you have to do it. Adelaide against GWS. Like I said, two high scoring teams. And if the game is like 125 to 120, I wouldn't be surprised. But I do think Adelaide do respond from last week and win this week against GWS. Richmond against Gold Coast. Gold Coast, like I said, just are going to continue it on. They're playing Richmond. Not very hard. Should be an easy dub for Gold Coast. I got them being Richmond. Sydney against Port Adelaide. Port Adelaide, like I said, come off a big win. Probably the best win all season going up against Hawthorn. Sydney, like I said, with his injuries and just inconsistent with them. I got Port Adelaide going to the SCG and being Sydney. Got Western Bulldogs against St Kilda. I think Bontempelli comes back this week. Ooh. Ooh. Got Western Bulldogs being St Kilda. I think the Bontempelli will be very, very much felt and will give him enough to be St Kilda. Lastly, Geelong against Hawthorn. Should be a fun one. I think Hawthorn will respond back. I think last week was just a one-off bad game. But I got Hawthorn beating Geelong. You guys let me know in the comments down below how you guys think I did with these. Don't forget to like the video. See you guys soon.